And he'll be stopped. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
Able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And Sharp hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd down and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
44 yards on the ground for him so far. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now to the air, Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julian Okwara. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On play action, Locke. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. This to Jarwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Drew Lock, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's got this down to the 35. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Broken tackle. And they can't corral him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Goff. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Locke to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks continue to pull away here this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And a round is on here in this first half. Kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Off play action. Here's Goff. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be off.
And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, calm their whole team down, and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Goff. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now Goff on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
From the red zone now, Goff.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. Goff looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Julian Okwara picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And to give this time to the tailback. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Locke going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Goff throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Goff. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Swift. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Swift again, and Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And this time he is in. Yes. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And Luck throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's out because the current formula is not working. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Just beating the play clock is Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And shutting him off. Now open field.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. With it on the return is Logan.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Block off of play action. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 81 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Touchdown! That's caught. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And just a yard to go here on second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Caught left side, Williams.
Complete number 1. 2 yards on the play. First down, Lions.
Check. Hey, alert 3, alert 5.
Goff on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the slant. Back 55.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down.
I smell the fear in that offense. Hey, 76. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. All day, dog.
Again, Goff. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and a long way to go. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On play action, Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And Shark calls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Undercross, undercross. Ball. Watch twins. 6 guys. Check 6 5.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.